on a bond of $100,000 cash secured and to hold him at the Pima County Adult Detention Facility. I've heard counsel statements. I have a concern given the nature of the allegations and the charges. Neil, did you wish to be heard?
Your Honor, if that's the court's inclination, that is an outcome the state is willing to live with.
Okay, thank you. All right, sir. So I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office. You've got a court date of December. 1 second, sir. All right, sir. You have a preliminary hearing scheduled for December 10th at 1:30. That court date is not going to go, unlikely to go at least. Talk to your attorney about that. Someone will be appointed for you today. I've already stated, I'm going to hold you on a $100,000 cash or secured bond, and I'm going to hold you at the Pima County Adult Detention Facility. The future judge, your arraignment, can determine if that's the best place for you or if you should be moved to the juvenile facility, sir. All right, sir, you're excused.
Spanish speakers next to it.
Quiero. Sí.
Sir, what's your name?
Abel Siqueiros.
Señor, ¿cómo se llama usted?
Abel
Dígalo.
Siqueiros.
And sir, do you require a
A ver
Spanish
si-
interpreter?
No.
Necesito intérprete, señor.
No.
No. No.
Pedro, would you remain on the line just for a minute?
Certainly.
You can make sure.
El intérprete va a seguir disponible, señor. Espere. Proceda en inglés si gusta.
Okay, Mr. Siqueiros Rodriguez. We're gonna go over your charges, but first, know that you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you. You've got the right to hire an attorney. I'm gonna appoint the public defender to represent you, and you have an attorney sitting next to you right now. Before we discuss the charges and release conditions, know that I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement, pretrial services, and I'll hear from your attorney as well as the state. So, sir, I'm seeing you on a charge of drive-by shooting, 2 charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and 1 charge of discharging a firearm in the city limit. Actually, Neil, I don't have your recommendation in this case, so why don't you be heard first, and then I'll hear from defense counsel. And Neil, you're muted, just so you know.
Your Honor, I sent it as number 8, Siqueiros Rodriguez Abel Ismael. Am I correct?
I believe you sent it, Neil. I just don't have it. Sometimes,
$250,000, Your Honor. This person is alleged to have been in a drive-by shooting, but for terrible marksmanship, we could have been looking at 2 murders because there are 2 listed victims. It doesn't get any more serious. It doesn't get any more dangerous. To say there's mandatory time, it's probably understating the matter. And therefore, Your Honor, this person poses a danger to society as it is. There's whatever his motivation, it's irrelevant. He poses a danger to society, Your Honor.
thank you, Neil. Counsel?
Yes, he is presumed innocent of the current charges. He's a 1 and a 1 on the pretrial services scale for risk of new criminal activity and failure to appear. So very low risk on both of those scales. His girlfriend verified his housing and he is a lifelong Tucson resident, which his girlfriend also verified. And he does have her support. So we're asking for release to pretrial services.
All right, sir, I'm going to hold you on a $100,000 cash or secured bond. Appoint the public defender represent you. You have court on December 11th at 1:30 p.m. That court date is unlikely to go, so please talk to your attorney, sir, about the next steps. All right? Your excuse, sir.
And Your Honor, can the interpreter department be waived of further responsibility or involvement in this matter?
Yes, Pedro, thank you. You can be excused. Thank you. Sir, what's your name?
Joseph Romero.
Mr. Romero, and for those of you who are also in the courtroom but who I can't see, this is your initial appearance. We're going to discuss release conditions as well as charges. But first, you all have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You all have the right to hire an attorney. In some instances, an attorney might be appointed to represent you as well. If you're released from jail and don't appear at a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss your charges and release conditions, know that I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement, as well as information from pretrial services, if such was provided. Okay, Mr. Romero, let me pull up your file specifically. All right, Mr. Romero, I'm seeing you on 4 counts of disorderly conduct, 1 count of assault, 1 count of preventing someone from using a telephone during an emergency, and 1 count of criminal damage. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear at court. You'll have court December 11th at 10:30 a.m. in front of Judge Steele at Pima County Justice Court, sir. Understood?
Yes, sir.
That's all, you're excused.
Have a great day.
Mark,
Sample. It's good to go back up.
thanks. So your name?
Calling samples.
All right, Mr. Samples, I believe we have the alleged victim on the phone.
Okay.
Yes,
The Samples, I'm sorry, I said Miss Samples. Can you please state your name on the phone?
Cindy Samples.
Okay. Ms. Samples, I'll give you an opportunity to be heard in 1 second, okay? Mr. Samples, you're here on 1 count of criminal damage, 1 count of assault with the intent to injure. Ms. Samples, did you wish to be heard as to your son's release?
I think so. I'm not sure what I'm doing this morning. I'm just here.
Well, as the victim, I'm going to set release conditions for your son. As the victim in this case, you get to be heard as to whether or not you object to his release.
Okay.
Do you object to his release, ma'am?
He can't be released to me. He cannot come back to my house.
Okay. Do you object to his
And
release?
that, and he has nowhere else to go.
I have a home.
Yes, he has to go. I don't think that, jail is not where he needs to be. He needs help.
Sir, I'll release you on your promise to appear.
I promise, yes.
You can't go back home and you can't have any contact with your mom until this is sorted or until another judge gives you permission.
Okay, that's fine.
You need to contact your probation officer when you leave the jail. They need to know
Yes,
what's
sir.
happening. You'll have court on January 7th
Okay,
or January 7th in Marana. If you don't actually have a place to go and you don't need to say anymore, I'm releasing you. There is a transition center outside of the jail. They can help you at least find services so that you won't be cold tonight. But whatever happens, you just can't go home. Understand, sir?
understood.
All right, sir. Good luck.
Thank you.
Vasquez,
Sir, please state your name.
Richard Vasquez.
Yeah, thanks. All right, Mr. Vasquez, I'm seeing you on a matter out of Pima County Justice Court. It looks like it's a failure to appear or comply with an earlier charge of driving on a suspended license. Oh, I see. Okay. You're being held on a Superior Court case, it looks like. So I'm gonna hold you on a $100 cash bond, appoint Christian Salter to represent you. You've got court tomorrow, December 2nd at 1 PM with Judge Foreman. It'll be a video hearing. Sorry, it's from me, Judge Pesquera. It'll be a video hearing. Hopefully you can speak to Mr. Salter before then, sir, regarding this this failure to appear or comply. All right, sir?
Okay,
All right, sir. You're excused.
so I have court tomorrow then? Is it?
You'll court tomorrow on the misdemeanor matter. Salter's your attorney and it'll be, I believe it'll be a video hearing. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it'll be a video hearing, sir, in tomorrow.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Monica.
Ma'am, your name, please? All right, Mr. Warhol, Ms. Warhol, I'm seeing you on CR 25016-329. This is one count of disorderly conduct, one count of criminal damage. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear at court. You've got court December 11th at 10:30 a.m., ma'am, at Pima County Justice Court. Understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am.
Your Honor.
You're excused.
Thank you.
Anthony,
Your name, sir?
Edgar Anthony?
Give me 1 second, sir. I've got a different stack here.
Oh.
All right, sir. I'm seeing you on CM 250444085 and CM 190000344. One count of camping in a park without permission or past the time. It's a failure to appear on that one. And then one count of criminal damage. Sir,
Yes, sir.
I'm inclined to release you on your promise to appear at court. Here's my concern.
Okay.
pretrial services could not get a hold of Ms. Barker. I don't want you to talk about the facts here, okay?
Okay,
Won't allow you to have contact with Ms. Barker. I can't allow you to return to the 160 North Pantano, apartment number 2021 without her permission, or at least without hearing from her. And we have not heard from her yet. So
okay.
I won't allow you to return there. Is that going to be a problem for you?
I got my wallet, my ID there. Can I have somebody go get it for me?
Yeah, in fact, I'll allow you to return one time with law enforcement to retrieve personal properties. Okay, sir?
Okay,
There's somewhere else you can go tonight, sir?
I don't, sir.
All right, there's a transition center
Okay,
right outside of the jail. There should be a
Alright.
blue line that will guide you there. They can help you
okay,
with housing resources when you're released. And the next judge you see on January 13th, which is quite some time away, unfortunately. Here's what I'm gonna do, sir.
all right.
I'm gonna appoint the city public defender's office to represent you as well. They can file a motion with Judge Million and allow you to return home. And that will likely happen sooner than your hearing on January 13th. So as far as the immediate future goes, go to the transition center outside of the jail. They can help you with resources, to have a place to sleep in the short term. Give
Okay.
the city public defender a call and let them know if you want to, that you want to return back home, but you've been court ordered not to. And hopefully,
Okay.
they can help you with that, sir, okay?
All right,
All right, sir. This is also your arraignment because it's a city court case. Being presumed innocent, you have the right to remain silent. I'm gonna enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf, sir. If you don't
All right.
appear at a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest and trial could go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. You understand that, sir?
understand.
All right, so you're excused.
Thank you.
Andreas,
Ma'am, your name, please?
Pila Contreras.
Ms. Contreras, I'm seeing you on CM 2504483. This is one kind of assault, one kind of disorderly conduct. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear at court on January 13th, 2026 at 1:30 PM in front of Judge Million.
Okay,
As this is your arraignment, I'm going to plead you not guilty. If you don't appear at a future hearing, a warrant could issue it for your arrest. If you don't appear, and trial could go for you in your absence. If you are convicted of that trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
yes.
All right, ma'am, you're excused.
and
So your name, please?
Charles Ham.
All right, Mr. Ham, I'm seeing you on CM 250448087, one count of assault, one count of unlawful imprisonment, one count of criminal damage, and 2 counts of disorderly conduct. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear at court. You've got court January 13th at 1:30 PM in front of Judge Million. Sir, this is your arraignment. You are presumed innocent. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. If you don't appear at a future court date, a warrant could issue for your arrest and trial could go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. Understand that?
Sir,
All right, sir, you're excused.
thank you, Your Honor.
Ari,
Name, please, sir.
Tyler Moran.
Mr. Marin. I'm seeing you on CM 22042042043. That's one kind of theft. It's a failure to appear or comply. CM 23009521. That's a criminal trespass, failure to appear or comply. And a CM 250448089 is a possession of drug paraphernalia. Sir, I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash bond. I'm going to set a video review hearing for December 9th at 1:45 PM. Order you not to go to any Kohl's location. I'm going to appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. They'll be in contact with you shortly. and you'll have a video review hearing if I didn't say so on December 9th. As this is your arraignment on the city court matter, I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. You're presumed innocent. If you fail to appear at a hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest and trial could go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial, but don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. You understand that, sir?
Yeah.
All right, sir, you're excused.
Thank you. Again.
May I have your name, please?
Elizabeth McDaniel.
All right, Mr. Daniel, I'm seeing you on CM 25021995, CM 2301136, CM 200528110, CM 25036972, and CM 25040898. Three counts of drug paraphernalia, one count of disorderly conduct, and one count of soliciting. Ma'am, I'm going to hold you on a bond of $500 cash. I'm going to appoint the city public defenders to represent you. I'm going to set a hearing in front of Judge Blue. That's December 11th at 1:45 p.m. I'm going to appoint the city public defender's office to represent you and help you with these matters, okay?
Okay.
As this is your arraignment, I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. If you do bond out and fail to appear at a hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Trial could go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. Understand all that?
Yep.
All right, ma'am, you're excused.
Thanks.
Villegas. Who? Pima?
Is there your name?
Pedro Villegas.
All right, Mr. Villegas, I'm here, you're here on CM 24045398 and A and B has two counts. One count of assault, one count of possession, one count of providing liquor to a minor. These are failure to appears though. Hold on. So I'm going to hold you on a $250 cash bond. I'm going to appoint the city public defender to represent you. You'll have a video review hearing on December 9th at 1:45 p.m. in front of Judge Maldonado. If you bond out, you'll have a hearing on December 29th at 9:30 a.m. in front of Judge Maldonado. Ordering no contact with any of the alleged victims and do not return to any of the incident locations. Sir, as this is your arraignment, I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. If you fail to appear at any future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. If you fail to appear at trial, trial could go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial and fail to appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. Understand all that, sir?
Sure.
Also, no excuse.
Adam.
What's it?
Thank you.
So your name?
Adam Worth, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Worth. I'm seeing you on CM 250440052. This is 5 counts in that case, 2 counts of criminal damage, 3 counts of disorderly conduct. I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash bond, order you not to return to the incident location of 2662 North Alvernon. As this is the time for your arraignment, and enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. If you do bond out and fail to appear at a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Trial could go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. Your next court date will be a video review hearing on December 9th.
Can I speak, Your Honor?
You can speak, sir. Yep.
I'm an honorably retired veteran. I served in both Afghanistan and Kosovo. Last night I had a an extreme episode of PTSD attack. This location is my apartment. Please, Your Honor, after I was honorably retired, the VA gifted me a service dog, which is home right now. I don't have any friends or anybody to check in on him.
Okay.
I am not a flight risk by any means, Your Honor, but this dog is home right now. It's my service dog. All my friends are dead. I have nobody to check in on him. This was a PTSD attack. Your Honor, I'm not a flight risk. If you could reconsider allowing me to get home to my service dog.
Thank you, sir. Given what you've said, I will release you on your promise to appear. You can return back home. How about this, sir? No contact with your neighbors, okay?
Your Honor,
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Neil.
when I was in justice court practicing there in misdemeanors, there is the Veterans Treatment Court. He may benefit from that. So if the court wants to, if this isn't justice court, not a municipal court, it may be to this individual's benefit.
Thanks, Neil. I don't know what I can do because of the city court case. I don't think city court has the Veterans Court yet. You do.
They absolutely do. They absolutely do, Your Honor. I would encourage the clerk to funnel this to Mr.
All right, Neil. So, Mr. Worth,
Yes, Your
give me
Honor.
1 second, sir.
Mr. Darkia, D''ARQUEA, is the point of contact for vet court over at the city.
All right. So, Mr. Worth, thank you for your service.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The city court clerk is going to move you into Veterans Court. You'll have a hearing on January 6th at 1:30 p.m. I don't know who the judge is for that, but it will be listed in your paperwork, sir. So, sir,
That would be
sorry, Neil, go ahead.
that would likely be Judge Simone.
All right, sir. So you'll court with Judge Simone. Go back home, take care of your dog.
Thank you so much.
No contact. You're welcome, sir. No contact with your neighbors. Understood?
Understood, Your Honor.
All right, sir. Take care of yourself, all right?
I will. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Neil.
Neil?
We all have our personal causes, Your Honor.
Understood. Sir, your name, please?
Jordan.
I don't know what happened there. All right. I had it out of order. Thank you. Did you say Jordan Young, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. I'm seeing you on a number of matters. CM 250-44078, possession of paraphernalia. CM 250-3156, 2 counts of threats and intimidation, failure to appear. CM 250-3156, that's 1 count of criminal trespass, also failure to appear. And CM 250-6404, 1 count of criminal trespass, failure to appear. Sir, I'm going to hold you on a $750 cash bond. I'm going to appoint the city PD to represent you. You'll have a video review hearing on December 9th at 1:45 p.m. As this is your arraignment, you are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. If you do bond out and don't appear at a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest and trial could go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial, you could lose. If you're convicted at trial and you don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. You understand that, sir?
Good.
All right, sir, you're excused.
Thank you.
Or
Ma'am, your name, please?
Joanna Esparza?
All right, Mrs. Barza, I'm seeing you on CM 250444086. This is one count of aggravated assault on a minor, one count of child abuse. I'm going to hold you on a $750 cash bond. I'm going to order you to have no contact with Arian Ruiz. If you do, well, actually, regardless of whether you bond out or not, no contact with Arian Ruiz. I'm going to appoint the city PD to represent you. I'm going to assign this case to Judge Verena. Set a hearing on December 9th at 1:45 p.m. Ma'am, is this your arraignment? I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. If you do bond out and fail to appear at a hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest and trial could go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. You understand that, ma'am?
Understand, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you're excused.
Excuse me, Your Honor. How do I'm my son's sole guardian. I take care of him. How do I go about being able to get my son home?
I don't know if DCS is going to be involved in this, ma'am. If they are, you have to comply with DCS as well as Judge Verena. If DCS is not involved with this, then Judge Verena can absolutely change my orders. She'll see you on December 9th at 1:45 p.m., ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, sit there.
Right. Lopez, right? Lopez, Stephen? No, thank you, Roach. I'll be here on the 40th.
Gail, do we have all the felonies now?
No, Your Honor, we do not.
Do your name, please?
Yeah, no, please.
Thank you. So Lopez, give me 1 second to open your files.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Lopez, I'm seeing you in a number of matters, unfortunately. One felony, it's for possession of a narcotic drug. Sorry, 2 counts of possession of narcotic drug, 1 count of possession of dangerous drug, 2 counts of possession of drug paraphernalia, and 1 count of resisting arrest. I'm also seeing you on a city court case for a criminal trespass. That's a failure to appear, as well as the county justice court case. That's also a failure to appear for a drug paraphernalia case. And then some more city court cases that are all failure to appears on criminal trespass and drug paraphernalia cases. We start with the felony case first, sir. All right, counsel, my inclination is to set a steps hearing on the felony case for December 8th to see if Mr. Lopez is eligible for the steps program. Also, though, to set a bond of $1,000 cash and secured, just given the amount of FTAs that Mr. Has out of city court. Other party wish to be heard.
Judge, we would ask for release to pretrial services, just given that his mother did indicate that he can use her address for residential and mailing.
Neil, do you want to be heard? Okay. Sir, I'm going to hold you on a $1,000 cash secured bond, just given the amount of failure to appear you have in different jurisdictions. It's a lot of court dates you're going to have pretty soon. This court date is going to be, your next court date for the felony matter is going to be December 11th at 1:30 p.m. However, you'll have a steps screening hearing on December 8th. Whenever the jail asks you to go to court, please go to court. I'm not sure what.
I can't make $1,000 bond. I have my word, I'll come to court. If I'm staying with my mother, I'll be able to come to court, you know, I have a place to stay and I'll be able to make it to court. I just didn't have to be, I wasn't able to make court because I've been homeless, but if I stay in there, I'll be able to make it.
Where have you been living since your last pay, sir?
And then in the streets, I was homeless.
Why haven't you been living with your mom?
Cause she had moved a little ways away, so it wasn't close to her, you know. It wasn't close to other things, so I decided not to stay with her, you know. So, but
All right, sir. I'm going to release you to pretrial services then.
okay, thank you.
Since your mom has said that she would house you, go live with your mom.
Okay,
You'll have a steps screening hearing on December 8th at 9 a.m. If you don't go to that hearing, I don't know if you're steps eligible or not. That's the hearing that will help to determine whether or not you are steps eligible. If you don't go to that hearing, this will be prosecuted as a felony. Understood? You'll have two cases being prosecuted as a felony at the same time. Do you know what steps is, sir?
no,
I should ask you if you want that actually. I don't know if you've got a drug problem or not. If you do and want to treat it, steps would be the program to do so. Steps will order you to comply with certain conditions, including drug testing and drug monitoring and drug treatment. If you complete all of that, the Pima County Attorney's Office will dismiss the charges against you, the felony charges. Is that of interest to you, sir?
yes.
Then I'll release you to pretrial services. So you got a couple things to do. When you're released, you got to contact pretrial services. You'll get paperwork with their information. You've got a very important court date on December 8th. Aside from that, speak to your attorney about the next steps, sir, okay?
Okay.
All right, sir. Give me 1 second and we'll go through the other ones as well here. All right, I'm going to release you on the other felony as well. Set a steps hearing on that one as well. Again, I don't know if you're going to be steps eligible, especially with one of the resisting arrest charges, although it is a class 6 felony, at least as of now. But go to that December 8th court date, okay, sir?
But
All right, I'm setting a preliminary hearing on December 22nd. That court date's not going to go. Speak to your attorney about what that means. I just have to set a court date. All right, last, sir, not last, actually, second to last, sir. You have a lot of court dates, man, okay? I'm hoping the steps program will help you with these other cases as well. You'll have court in Pima County Justice Court. And you're gonna get paperwork for all of this, sir. You'll get a court in Pima County Justice Court on December 11th at 8:30 in the morning. It's in front of Judge Foster. I'm releasing you on your promise to appear at that court date. And then in the city court matter, sir, it's CM 240481558. CM 25001618, CM 250101177, CM 250101777, CM 240111768. I'll release you again, sir.
Alright.
You got court on January 12th at 2:30 PM in front of Judge Verena. All right, I know it makes no sense. You've got you've got a lot of different court dates in 3 different courthouses. Okay? You get paperwork explaining that you've got court in Justice Court, you've got court in City Court, and you've got court in Superior Court. Can you tell me where you have court, sir?
Justice City
And Superior.
and
All 3 different court matters, sir. When you're released, please call pretrial services. Please go to your steps hearing. If you don't go, if a warrant issues for your arrest, I guarantee you're going to be held on a bond. All right, sir.
Thank you.
Come on, Lucas, get straight work. Where? That's the. Yes.
Well, that's what pretrial said. We'll see on the 8th. I don't know what's going to happen. Because give me 1 second, counsel. I'm sorry. I've got this confused here. Okay, great, because I just put a bunch of stuff together on a city court file. Thanks. Sir, your name, please?
My name is Eric Wamsker.
All right, sir. Different pile here, sir. Give me 1 second.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Wamsker, I'm seeing you on a misdemeanor matter, 1 count of disorderly conduct, 1 count of criminal damage. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. In some instances, an attorney could be appointed to represent you by the court. I'm not doing so at this hearing. Sir, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear at a future court hearing. You've got court on December 11th at 10:30 a.m. In Pima County Justice Court. Okay, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Also, you're accused.
Thank you.
Sure.
All right.
Oh, and again. Not me there.
Alright,
Oh, I'm thinking it's there.
Sir, your name?
John Dormy.
I'm Dorme.
Hello. How you doing, Your Honor?
Good, sir. Thank you for asking. All right, ladies and gentlemen in the courtroom, this is your initial appearance. We're gonna go over your charges, but first, you all have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. You also have an attorney sitting next to you to help you with these proceedings. If you're released from jail and don't appear at a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss your charges and release conditions, know that I've reviewed information from law enforcement, from pretrial services, and I'm going to hear from both your attorney and the prosecutor's office. Mr. Dorme, in seconds. All right, sir, I'm seeing you on one count of possession of narcotic drug, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia. My inclination, counsel, is to release him on his promise to appear at a future hearing. Sorry, my inclination is to release him to pretrial services, my mistake. Does either party wish to be heard on that?
No, Your Honor.
I'll wait for Neil. I think he's muted himself, thankfully. Thanks, Neil. Neil, anything?
No, Judge.
Thanks, Neil. And I don't know if you need to continue to mute yourself, Neil. It seemed that the problem of the whatever feedback seems to have gone away. So your call. Sir, I'm going to release you to pretrial services. I'm going to have well, let me ask you this first. I don't know if you got a drug problem or not, sir. If you do, there's a program called Steps Court. It's a program run by the county attorney's office through the Superior Court. It allows for the state of Arizona to dismiss the charges, provided that you go through some programming that's required by the court. Does that sound of interest to you?
It would actually, yes.
All right, sir. So I'm going to set a steps hearing for you on December 8th at 9 a.m. A preliminary hearing on January 15th of next year. That date is not going to occur. That's just a deadline for the state. But I've got to set a court date. So here's the important part, sir. Two things. Call pretrial once you're released from jail and go to that steps hearing on December 8th. That will determine whether or not you're eligible for the program. Understood?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I'm going to appoint the PD's office to represent you. And with that, sir, you're excused.
you guys.
Sir, your name?
Luis Enriquez.
All right, Mr. Enriquez, I'm seeing you on one count of kidnapping and one count of assault, strangulation, both domestic violence offenses. The state's asking for a $35,000 bond plus pretrial services. Counsel, did you wish to be heard on release conditions?
You speaking to me or the defense?
Ms. Arnold?
Oh, yes.
Sorry.
So, it looks like, Mr. Enriquez is a 2 on a 2 on the pretrial services scale, so very low risk of new criminal activity or failures to appear. He has no prior, DV criminal history. It looks like his only felony prior case was from 1999 and it was a drug case and he completed probation successfully. The victim, the list of victims does not object to his release. It looks like they live apart. And so for all those reasons, we would request pretrial services release.
Thank you, Ms. Arnold.
Your Honor.
My inclination, counsel, is, and Neil, I'll let you speak if you want to, but give me 1 second. My inclination is to hold Mr. Enriquez on a $20,000 cash and secured bond. My concerns are with the allegations that law enforcement had to cut open the lock to get into the property to get the alleged victim out after neighbors heard her yelling for help. And that's the reason for my bond of $20,000 cash and secured. Neil, did you still wish to be heard?
No, Your Honor.
Right. So, sir, you've got a court date of December 11th at 1:30 p.m. I'm appointing the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. For the time being, no contact with the alleged victim. If you do bond out and you do this separate, you can go to your residence again. But for the time being, no contact with the alleged victim. A judge at a future court date could and can redetermine whether or not you're allowed to have contact once they hear from the alleged victim. All right, sir, you're excused.
Christopher? Christopher? No. Take a seat.
Mr. Kopke,
Okay, Mr. Kopke, I'm seeing you on a couple of matters. I'm seeing you on 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia and 1 count of failing to appear on a driving with suspended license. Counsel, my inclination is to release Mr. Kopke on pretrial services on the felony case. And to set a steps hearing if he would like that. Does either party wish to be heard?
No, Your Honor.
No, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Kopke, again, I don't know if you have a drug problem. You were charged with possession of paraphernalia. If you do, there is a program called STEPS. It's run by the Pima County Attorney's Office in conjunction with the court. It allows for the state to dismiss the charges if you go through some classes in programming. Is that something you're interested in doing?
yes, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir.
I'm going to set a steps hearing for you on December 8th at 9 a.m. You have to go to that hearing if you want to be considered eligible. You understand?
Yes, sir.
We'll also have a court date on January 15th of next year. That court date's not going to go. Speak to your counsel about what that court date actually is. The important court date is the December 8th court date. The other important thing to do is to contact pretrial services when you're released. They'll tell the court if you've been basically in compliance and contact with them. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
Appoint the public defender's office to represent you on that case, sir.
Okay.
On your Oro Valley case, sir, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear at that court date. You'll have court on January 7th of next year at 10:30 in the morning. You have to go clearly. Otherwise, as you know, a warrant's going to issue for your arrest again. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I didn't know I had to go for the other one. So sorry.
It's all right, sir. So you're going to get paperwork. Well, I guess it's not okay. You were arrested. But
Yeah.
it's okay by me. Just go to this one, okay? January 7th at 10:30 a.m. You'll get paperwork with this information, sir, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right, sir. You're excused.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Corey?
Your name, sir?
Presiding?
No, sit down.
Sorry.
All right, Mr. Sergeant, I'm seeing you on 1 count or 2 counts of possession of narcotic drug, 1 count of possession of a weapon and drug offense, 1 count of being a prohibited possessor, and 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia. The state's asking for a no bond hold on you and a no bond hearing.
Judge, I don't think that would be appropriate if he's
Mine-
released today.
I'm sorry. Counsel, that was for a different defendant. I'm sorry. I'm out of order here. Give me 1 second here. Mr. Sergeant, that was not for you. Thanks, Emily. Marla? Sorry, sir. The state's asking for a $15,000 bond plus pretrial services. Ms. Arnold, do you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor. We would ask for release to pretrial services in this case. It does look like he is on probation. There's no hold noted, but he would continue to be supervised by probation if he were released. So we would have that additional supervision in place. He's a 2 and a 2 on the pretrial services scale. And it looks like housing was confirmed and employment was confirmed by his girlfriend. So we would ask for pretrial services release.
Thank you, Ms. Arnold. Mr. Sergeant, I'm gonna go with the state's request. I've got a concern that the allegations came when you were already on probation, so I'm not sure what probation could offer in terms of monitoring. I will not do pretrial services as the state's requested. If you do bond out, you'll just be back on probation again. There is no felony hold at this point in time. You'll have a court date on December 11th at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you on that. You will very likely have the same attorney as you already had, although that will be up to them to decide. All right, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. David?
Say your name.
David McNamara, Your Honor.
All right, sir. Sir, I'm seeing you on one count of possession of a narcotic drug. Sorry, I'm seeing you on one count of possession of a narcotic drug for sale, 2 counts of possession of a narcotic drug, 1 count of possession of a dangerous drug, 1 count of possession of paraphernalia. The state's requesting that you be held without bond pursuant to Article 2, Section 22A2. Ms. Arnold, did you wish to be heard on that?
No, Judge.
So I guess both counsel, I was just rereading the rule today in preparation for this. And the rule states that Mr. McNamara must be heard within 24 hours at Superior Court. I was going to set this for tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. in Superior Court.
Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Usually it's not nearly as fast work that way. It's usually been a few more days. Usually it's 4. What rule are you referring to, Judge?
Sure. The rule is Rule 7.2, subsection B4.
One moment, please. Your Honor, the state's not making oral motion. B4B speaks to if the state makes a motion under 133961 Echo, the court must hold with a hearing within 24 hours. The state is not making that motion, therefore, and I quote, if this motion is not made, the hearing must be held as soon as practicable, but not later than 7 days unless the detained defendant moves for continuance or extraordinary circumstances exist. The state would submit that it's not made that request, and therefore the state would ask for something within 7 days.
He does have a significant medical issue, Judge, so we would say that extraordinary circumstances do exist, and we would ask for an earlier date. He is sitting here with a broken arm, and so we would ask for that earlier date.
Your Honor, the state would submit that any time between now and Friday would be practicable because the state does have to obtain certified copies of all the documents. Contact the officer involved so that they may be present. Tomorrow is just not practicable.
Understood, Neil. Okay, Neil, so you're saying the state's going under subsection A4A.
And then we go to timing under A4. Wait, let me get it under, sorry. Under 702
Yeah.
B4B.
Let's do that. Second sentence. If this motion is not made, the hearing must be held as soon as practicable, but no later than 7 days after initial appearance. Okay. All right. We'll set a hearing, no bond hearing on December 5th at 2:30 PM, sir. You also have a preliminary hearing on December 11th at 1:30 PM, sir. Pardon me. The counsel appointed is going to be, Molly, do we know yet? Will be the Pima County Public Defender's Office, sir. That preliminary hearing court date is not going to occur. That's the one on December 11th. I don't know if the court date on December 5th will occur. That will be up for the state of Arizona to determine. Contact your attorney about that, or actually, since you're being held in custody, I'm sure someone will contact you very shortly, sir. All right?
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
We need. You really need it. Now listen.
Where?
You see it, say
What's here? Yes. I can hear you again.
Ms. Segura,
Yes, sir.
will you please state your name, ma'am, for the record?
Lucia Segura.
Ms. Segura, I'm seeing you on CR 250163227. This is one count of disorderly conduct, domestic violence. Ma'am, were you in the courtroom when I went over your right to remain silent as well as what would happen at future court dates if you did not appear?
Yes, sir.
You understand all that?
Yes, sir.
My inclination, counsel, is to release Ms. Segura to pretrial services. Does other party wish to be heard?
No, Judge.
No, Judge.
Ms. Segura, I'm going to release you to pretrial services. You've got a court date on December 22nd at 1:30 PM. I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. They can explain that December 22nd court date, ma'am. All right, ma'am, you're excused.
Thank you.
Sir, your name?
Douglas Westbrook.
All right, Mr. Westrope, I'm seeing you on a few matters here. I'm seeing you on a felony case of aggravated driving under the influence, as well as 2 justice court cases for DUIs.
Yes.
All right, sir. The Pima County Attorney's Office is asking for a $5,000 bond plus pretrial services. And your justice court judges are also asking that you be held. Ms. Arnold, do you want to be heard?
Yes, Judge. We would ask for pretrial services release, given that he doesn't have any prior criminal history and just the likelihood of dismissal for blood work, given the nature of the charge.
Mr. Westrope, I'm going to hold you on a $10,000 cash or secured bond. I'm going to set a court date of December 11th at
Wow.
1:30 PM. That court date is unlikely to go. I'm going to appoint the Pima County PD's office to represent you. They can explain what that next court date is. On your misdemeanor matter ending in 690, I'm going to hold you on a $1,000 cash bond pursuant to Judge Miller's request. Going to set a court date of December 2nd at 1 PM. Going to appoint Janet Altschuler to represent you. Her phone number is going to be on the paperwork you get from the jail. On your justice court case number ending in 050, I'm also going to hold you on a $1,000 cash bond pursuant to that judge's request. Going to set a court date of December 2nd at 1 p.m. Another video review hearing. You'll have Janet Altschuler again to represent you on both those cases at a justice court, sir. All right, sir. You're excused.
Okay. Sorry.
Thanks all. That does it.
Bye-bye.